Hello traders, and thanks for tuning in to this week's Market Outlook from Exness. I'm Michael Stark, Financial Content Leader at Exness, and in this video, I'm going to be giving a possible idea for a trade over the next few days, what narratives could be driving the potential movement, and what traders who were to take that position would need to be aware of. But before we come on to that, let's look at what happened to last week's idea. Last week, the idea was a potential sell for American light oil from the area around $72.50, with a potential target around $68 to $70. The idea so far has not been triggered, but it's possible that it could still be valid since the price has moved sideways with decreasing momentum, so we'll be monitoring that over the next few weeks. Now for this week, the idea for a trade is a potential buy for Bitcoin. We can see that Bitcoin has reached a high in the area around 48,500. It's possible that this area could be retested again soon. We can see that the price is currently testing the 50-period simple moving average. So if it breaks below there, it might be possible to enter a position from around 40,500 with the target around 48,500. Otherwise, it'd be possible to enter from the current area. Some of the key narratives that are driving that potential movement upward by Bitcoin are data from futures primarily. We can see that as the price of Bitcoin has gone up significantly over the last several weeks, overall, long liquidations of futures have not spiked significantly. It remains lots of traders invested. That's usually something that would suggest a strong directional bias to the upside. And we can also see that in general, the picture from the economy in the USA is relatively strong. The Fed is widely expected to cut a single cut its funds rate at the end of March, and it's likely to continue to do about 3 or 4 cuts in total over the next several quarters. And we can also see that inflation in the USA, though slightly higher than expected last week, is still lower than it had been last year, and it's relatively consistent, although still not quite on target. Now, the critical factor that traders are monitoring for regular economic data next week is American advanced GDP for the fourth quarter, and it's quite widely expected at the moment that this will be around 1.8% by comparison with the previous 4.9%. It's a really crucial release because it shows the health of the American economy, and it might have a significant effect on many cyclical instruments, including Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So in summary, the potential idea for a trade this week is a buy for Bitcoin from the area around 40,500 with a target about 48,500. Primary narratives driving the possible movement upward by Bitcoin are data from liquidations of long futures and the overall cautiously optimistic perspective on the economy in the USA. And the critical factor to be monitoring if you were to take that position is American advanced GDP on Thursday, 25th of January. Remember that this is just an idea for a trade. It's not a signal and it's not a guarantee of success. Always do your own research and manage risk. Thank you very much for joining Exness Market Outlook, and we hope to see you again next week.